guys, welcome to the Huddle. I'm Britt Johnson, and I'm here with my boy, Matt Demecki.
What's going on? What's going on?
So as of late, it seems like there are a few new era players that are getting compared to the old school players.
Yeah.
And with that, now the old school players are starting to hate on the young guys. So today we actually have two topics we're going to be discussing, and they both have to do with a young player and an old school player. So first one, here we go right now. Scottie Pippen, who has now come out and said that Steph Curry is not a dominant player. What do you think about that?
I think that's crazy. That's crazy to say something about a two-time MVP. That's crazy to say about a point guard that's helped his team take him to the finals 2 straight years and now a 3rd year. It's just crazy to me. I'm pretty sure Scottie Pippen thinks that Kevin Durant's the best player on that team. But look what they did without Kevin Durant the last portion of the season, you know, going into the finals. I think Steph Curry is the most important player on that team. Draymond, I mean, you could argue Draymond too, but Steph Curry is the one. As a defender,
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think Steph Curry is the one that makes that team go, and it's tough if you lose him to make that go. So I just think Steph Curry is valuable. I think he is dominant, so that's my take.
Yeah,
Scottie's kind of crazy.
Scottie definitely did say, I will, say this. Scottie did say that he does think Steph Curry is a great player. He did say he doesn't think he's the greatest on the team. He said Kevin Durant. And then he just doesn't think he's dominant. So what's the difference to you between being a dominant player and a great player? If you're thinking of how, like, what does Scottie mean by that?
I think Scottie means when you're talking about a dominant player, there's not too many in the league. I feel, to me, I think it's only LeBron James, Steph Curry, oh man,
Westbrook?
And Westbrook.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But to me, I think a dominant player is like, he doesn't see Steph Curry as being like physically intimidating. That's why I think that he doesn't think that he's...
Yeah, and it's ridiculous because he's broke the, now he's like the 10th all-time player in three-point shooting. He's number 3 in three-point percentages. So I definitely think that Scottie, I was with Scottie last week when he had that LeBron and, Kobe and MJ comparison. And, he said LeBron's more like a Magic Johnson or something like that. I agreed with him there. But this one, I think you're doing a little too much here.
I think he's just coming out and saying too many things for being a sidekick, I mean, he was a sidekick throughout his career, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a little truth juice now to move into. The Truth had something to speak on Kevin Durant joining the Warriors. He actually compared KD becoming friends with his bullies to avoid getting beat up. Is that facts?
It is a little bit, but the thing is,
it's funny.
Look who's saying that. Paul Pierce, he brought the bullies to the Celtics. I'm talking about Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen to join that team. But the thing is, Kevin Durant made the best decision for him, and he wanted to set himself up to win a championship, and I think Golden State was the best place to do that. If he stayed in Oklahoma City... I
mean, they did. OKC made it to the Western Conference Finals last year,
Yeah, they did, and they were up 3-1, but at the same time, with Russell Westbrook being there, Kevin Durant's not going to be completely happy,
Yeah, and I think old school basketball players just are maybe a little bit more loyal, I guess, because they're not they didn't have opportunities to make money that the players are now, for one. Like, old school basketball didn't make money like they do today. 2, he was actually, I remember when he went on Kevin Garnett's show and said the whole team, Big Baby was out there, Rondo was out there, they all said that they had issues with Ray Allen leaving and going to the Miami Heat to then go on and win a championship in 2003 or 2013 with the Heat. So I think he just doesn't like players that do that in general. Like, I don't know if he's calling KD out in this instance, but I think a lot of the old school guys kind of just are more down for loyalty and whatever the case is, just because they didn't have, the money to compete with. And I mean, they were winning championships anyway. Like, I don't think Paul Pierce can say anything when he had already won a championship. Like, you can't talk about somebody who hasn't won one
It's funny because I don't know what the difference is between great players coming to you and you leaving for a great team. Like, let's say, this is completely hypothetical, but Steph Curry and Klay Thompson go to Oklahoma City. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kevin Durant's not going to be looked at as a bad guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's like when Kevin Garnett did leave Minnesota to go to the Celtics.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they pick and choose who to pick on, LeBron got it when he went to Miami, and KD's getting it now when he went to the Warriors.
Well, you know what? That's a wrap for today. We actually want to hear from you guys. Is Steph a dominant player? Was KD scared of getting bullied, or are these old school players just being haters? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you tomorrow.